today we're going to be building a Cobra. And what I like to do first, as always, is I like to set all my pieces out and kind of organize them to the different sizes. We're going to have a bunch of discs in this one. You can see that. So what I like to do is separate them into their different sizes because it's going to matter as we build. And it just makes it easier so you can grab and go as you please. So I'm going to go ahead and set these back here. There's quite a few different sizes. You're just going to have to line them up, figure out which ones go with which pile. So I left these three piles in front of me because these ones we will start on the neck piece. Okay. All of the other ones go on the body and tail. So I like to start with the head. The head is pretty easy. This is a pretty simple build. It's not too complicated. So where I like to start is I like to look at all the pieces, get familiar with them and see how they fit on everything. So we got three different head pieces. This is an outside piece. This would be your inner piece and the other outside piece. This is on the neck. This is the part of the Cobra. I don't know what they call it, but that's what it is. This will be your back piece. So we'll start with the neck here. This longer slot goes with this piece right here. You just slide it in like so. The other piece is the back piece. It goes into this smaller slot. Okay. Now what I like to do is take the middle piece that doesn't have an eyeball, slide it right down the middle slot. You may have to wiggle it in to get it in there. That's cool. We like to keep these slots nice and tight and fitting. Helps you keep everything straight. Okay, so it fits in nice and tight. I like that. So as we can see, that top piece is going to hold these two in place. I suggest putting tack welds on the two bottom pieces and the two top pieces connecting to the head just to start. If we like it, everything else is fitting well, we can go ahead and do the full welds. So let's just start off with tacking the two bottom pieces to the neck and to the head. Alright, so now that we got these pieces all set out, they're pretty well aligned and everything's really nice and tight inside the slots. I'm going to go ahead and make my tack welds all the way around the neck, the middle pieces, and the top, and then we will move them around and make sure they're straight. And if everything's good, we'll go ahead and weld her up. We have everything tack welded. We can take a look. It's not quite straight. Needs to be moved a little. Spacing's good. Spacing in between there is pretty even. That's the beauty about tack welds. We haven't gone too far yet. But once we weld, that's a different story. So I feel like that's looking pretty good. I think I'm pretty safe to go ahead and throw some welds on. Alright, that's all welded up. It looks like we're good to go to the next step. So, the next step would be putting the two sides of the head on. That would be these pieces. We're going to go ahead and put those into the slots. Be careful, your piece is probably pretty hot for being just welded. Just like the head, first piece of the head, everything's going to be a little tight. That's okay. I prefer it like that. Alright, so now that we got that first one in, we want to make sure that the head is pretty lined up with each other. The noses are generally in the same place. It's okay if they're not. We can tack weld it and we can move it, but get it near where you're going to want to have it. Now we can put both sides on. Doesn't make a difference. You can do one at a time. You can put both on. So that one slid in pretty well. So I like to make sure that they're all lined up. Everything looks good. The tongue is in the middle, and the fangs line up pretty evenly. So once I've confirmed that, I can go ahead and put some tack welds on it and straighten them out. Now that we got some good tacks on there, I'll take the ground off and take a look at the piece. All right, that one of those heads needs to be adjusted a little bit. So I'm going to pull it up. So I like to make sure that the three nostrils are basically the same height. If they are, and they're aligned with each other, you're just fine. It's going to look great. So no worries there. Make sure I'm satisfied with the spacing. Everything looks like it's coming straight on the piece. All right. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and weld the two sides of the head on. All right. Once you're finished with that, we're going to start putting the discs on the back side of the neck here. So we're going to start with these three round pieces that we have here. Okay, these are going to be the first pieces that go on. After that, you're going to find one fairly round piece. It's a little bit distorted, but it is, besides the three round pieces you have here, it's the most round piece you have, so kind of hard to miss. So we will go ahead and just fit them on, slide them into the slots, like so. The first three, the little bit of the elongated one there. Okay. After that, you're going to find these 6 pieces. Okay, they kind of look like little hearts, but you can always tell which ones go into the top piece because they have different holes or different slots from the top rather than the side. So those ones, they're all the same size. So after the 3, the elongated one, all the rest of these will fill in the rest of the slots. So how I'm going to go after this is I'm just going to start from the top. I'm going to put it in there, make sure it's sitting in there nicely. And just sit it on its side. Attach my ground, make a tack weld, and just weld all of them up. And it'll be the same thing for every single one. So it's pretty straightforward from here. We're just going to go ahead, tack them and weld them and keep them straight. So let me explain that real quick. After I tack them, I may pull them up so that way they are straight. And we're going to do that for the entire Cobra piece for every single disc, just so that way nothing looks funny. If one's straight and the other one's twisted, it's going to look kind of funny. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that every single time to keep them straight all the way down the entire piece. So let's get started. Alright, so now that we have all these welded on, take a look at them. They're looking pretty good, pretty straight. That Cobra is coming together pretty nicely. So we have the first top half built. We're going to go ahead and set that aside. We can put that together later. We're going to build these in 2 individual pieces. It makes it a lot easier to handle, and yeah, just easier. Okay, so where we're going to start next, we're going to go ahead and grab the body here. You see we have a lot of slots and a lot of discs to put in. So what I like to do, it's as simple as this. We have all of our piles of different sizes of discs. So we have our biggest pile here, which is the biggest discs. These will start at the top where the body, where the neck will attach to the body. And we'll work our way back till we're out of those. We will then go to the next biggest pile, work our way back, so on and so forth, all the way to the end of the tail. And what we're going to be doing is tacking, straightening them out, and then welding them up. So I like to weld from the bottom, so I'll just demonstrate how I put them on and do that real quick. So I'll grab the body and I'll flip it over here. I take the disc and I put the flat side up and slide her in, and this is the side that I weld on. That way all the welds are on the bottom of the Cobra and it looks a lot cleaner, a lot better. Like always, you can weld the whole side. You can take advantage of all the welding surface if you need to practice. But if you're going for a more refined look, definitely try to weld on the back side. It'll make things a lot easier. And weld them in order so that way you have a lot easier time getting that torch to the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock it out. Awesome. Now that we have that all built, you might find that this middle piece gets a little bit warped. It's just from heating and cooling. It's fine. I mean, all you got to do is move it around a little bit, move it to where you want. Looks pretty cool. So the next step is to attach the two pieces, the head piece that we did before and the bottom piece. So what I like to do is I like to actually take this section where the slot is, I like to bend it up a little bit. It makes it easier to get the head on. We're going to go ahead, take the head, slide it into that groove there, make sure it's snugly back, and then I like to take it, just bend it back down, so that way the head sits flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to tack it, pretty good tack, we're going to straighten it out and weld it. So let's do it up. There we are, King Cobra. Thank you, have a good day.
Rock on.
Come over to the dark side.